No, it is just tax the rich.
Are we recording?
Yeah, it's just tax the rich. That's all it is. We just got to do that.
And even if you tax the rich a fair amount, well, I say a fair amount.
It doesn't have to be fair.
It should be a fair amount for everyone.
Yeah.
But, like, the way that the tax works at the moment is if you earn, let's say, £100,000 a year, you'll pay the same amount as someone who's earning £40,000 a year. You pay the same amount of tax.
Yeah. If
you earn £150,000 a year, your tax bracket will go up, but only on that extra £50,000 a year. So even if that goes up to 50%, you're still making £125,000 a year. And if you can't live off of that, I've got some bad news for you. You're a fucking idiot.
I've seen some great videos of people saying that, like, the raise in national minimum wage has meant that, like, they can't afford to pay their employees that because they then won't be able to, like, their business won't be solvent, and they're like having a cry about it, and everyone's like, if you can't afford to pay your employees for the job they're doing, you don't have a successful business.
You shouldn't have employees.
That's all it is.
What you should do is you should do some unpaid hours in your business.
Your own business.
Because otherwise, because you're just fucking it up.
And like, as a self-employed person, we are taxed the most. Like, we just are. So when I was having, not to get gross and talking about too much money, but when I was having a good years, so like, let's say 2023, 2024 were pretty good years for me. 1 month out of the year, all of my earnings is what I was taxed. It's significant. And now I'm in a position where I'm trying to find slightly more secure long-term work, so would be a part-time employee of a company for 2 or 3 days a week. That's what I'm trying to do. But then we get into the realms of second job tax. So I would earn whatever I earn from job number one. I can choose whether self-employment is job number one, or I can choose if the contract is employment number one. And then I'd have my my personal allowance, and I would pay whatever tax I need to pay. But the benefit is there's the security of having that job, there's pension, there's sick pay, holiday pay. They take care of my tax for me. That's all very good. My second job, which would probably be my freelance stuff, I just have to pay 20%.
Is it 20?
Just 20%.
I thought it was more.
It's not, but 20% is a lot.
Oh, yeah. Yes, when you did second jobs, I think I was working in a bar and I was doing something else. I made sure that my second you have to figure out which one's your second job.
Yeah.
Because I think I was doing pub work a few times, once or twice a week, maybe a few times a month helping out. So I had that as my second job because that had less earnings coming in.
Yes.
Therefore, so I was still taxed.
Losing a fifth of it was
the 20%, but I was like, all right, I'm losing £2 on a tenner, and not, 20 quid off 100.
Yes. Yeah, that's the thing. But no, I think what the only real solution is to cut disability living allowances. I think that's what we've got to do.
Yeah,
we've just got to do that.
They don't need that much money. They can't go out.
What are they buying? New tyres? Probably not. Petrol? Probably not.
It's fucked up, isn't it?
It is fucked.
And once again, all the MPs are getting a pay rise.
Yeah, weird.
£95,000 a year now to sometimes go to work to tell everyone else that they're too lazy to be allowed to live.
Yeah, apparently. Good stuff, everybody.
What a cheerful start to things.
We did get a comment on, I think it was one of the episodes with Tez. It may have been the very first episode we did with Tez, where someone said that the Labour chat has aged really poorly. And my initial reaction was like, no, I stand by that. And then I was like, oh, no.
Well, when we first had Tez on, what was it, 2020?
It was a while ago.
It was quite a while ago. So what we said
just
then,
wanted change.
What we said then, I would still say we could stand by. I don't remember what we said then. But that was also 5 years ago of an ever-changing, evolving group of knobheads.
I think also the thing is, I think we are better off under Labour now.
Yes.
I think we are. there are still things that the government is doing that are fucked, including this, and including like selling arms to Israel, etc. That is just fucked and shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But these are the sort of things that like any government would be doing dumb shit like this. And don't kid yourself that Reform wouldn't be doing this kind of shit.
Oh, Reform would have had them all up against a wall.
Well, the thing about quite. The thing about Reform is they make more money by not being in power. That's why we've barely heard from Farage since he became an MP. Has he been to Clacton? Fuck no.
Probably not.
No. Yeah, it's all a bit fucked, isn't it? And I think it just tax the fucking rich, mate. It's not hard. The only thing I can think is that because so many people are saying tax the rich and they're saying it so loudly and so often, the only thing I can think is that Keir Starmer is saving a wealth tax to just before the next election, which is exactly what the Conservatives used to do, is announce like a big tax break right before the elections so dickheads would go, oh, more money, I'll vote for them then. And
yeah, but the Tories never did it. They did it for their mates.
Yeah, of course. But everyone's like,
who ran all the newspapers.
When I become a millionaire, I will be taxed less, is what they would think, because people are dumb. The only thing I can think is that they're saving like a wealth tax because it's such an easy win and it would be so easy to do and it would just solve so many problems.
And it hasn't got to be a big one.
It doesn't have to be a big one. The millionaires would still be millionaires, but everything would get better because you put that money into public services because that's what tax is. The only thing I can think is they're holding off until like they need to win a new election and then they do that, or they promise to do that. And then everyone in the world goes, yeah. I don't know. It's bleak, innit?
I mean, yes, it is. But I'm currently reading Jason Pargin's latest book, aka David Wong. I am. The title is I'm starting to worry about this black box of doom. I will not spoil anything, but I think it's the best thing that he's written.
Cool.
I've read all of the John Dies at the end. I've read all of the Zoe Ash books that are out at the moment.
Yes.
I'm really hoping for more Zoe Ash because I really enjoy those. But I think this is the best thing that he's written. And it does make you think... It makes you sort of try... I'm now trying to change the way that I think about things because of the things that I've read in this book.
Interesting.
Yes, it's all shit, but when was the last time you heard good news on the news? Good things have been happening.
No,
we know that good things have been happening.
And like, I have to say that like, as much as I think Labour are doing some absolutely crook shit, they are doing some really good shit as well. And they are getting slightly better at communicating that stuff. It's just that they need to be louder about it, because otherwise they are going to lose, and we are going to have more Conservatives back, and that will be a net loss. So they just need to be better at communicating stuff. I've always said that about the Labour Party, is that like when they're in power, they're just shit at communicating what they're actually doing. So you only hear about the bad stuff.
And I mean, for God's sake, you don't want to move to America anymore, do you?
No, well, I didn't really initially.
I did.
New Zealand, maybe.
I did a while ago.
Yeah.
I would say probably.
Yeah, well, you were on the Bernie bus, weren't you?
Well,
so
when Obama was there, I wouldn't mind going.
Yeah.
And yes, if Bernie Sanders had got in, probably be all right.
Yeah.
But now they're on Trump 2.0.
Yeah. I'll maybe visit for his third term.
They're trying a dictatorship out. I'll see how it goes. But I'll probably go and get put into some prison camp because...
for no reason.
Foreign!
Yeah. We're not foreign, we made you.
Yes, you're our fault, unfortunately.
I'll take the blame for Australia, but not the States.
I wasn't alive.
I was alive.
I didn't push anyone onto any boats.
I was there, but I'm work shy, so didn't really do anything. I would have.
But yes, things look a mess, but things are good.
Yeah.
We've got worms that will eat polystyrene and plastics that
feed
dissolve.
the worms. Feed the worms properly.
Oh no, they eat the polystyrene and then the polystyrene ain't there anymore.
Oh.
They break it down and it's gone.
Break it down.
Break it down. Break it down now, worms. Hoo-ah.
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 Plastic that dissolves in seawater after a couple of days, I think, maybe. I think South Korea has done groundbreaking stuff with cancer treatment. I think they've stopped cancer. They haven't stopped all cancer for everyone, but I think in a little petri dish somewhere they stopped cancering.
Did they look at the petri dish, go, ugh, cancer, and just stamp on it?
They set it on fire,
Yeah.
fed it to some worms,
Yeah.
and threw them in the sea.
Wow.
There's good stuff. You just need to
Find it.
really look for it, which is a shame.
Patch 8 is
you know
coming to
what?
Baldur's Gate any day now. Patch 8 is coming to Baldur's Gate at some point.
Glorious.
Yeah.
You just need to wait for that patch 8 and everything will be better. The unfortunate thing is that fear and anger sells. So newspapers will only be filled with divisive and hate-mongering shit. And it doesn't matter if it's true, Daily Mail.
Well.
Because they don't give a fuck if it's true, they just want your money.
Yeah, of course they do.
And they won't pay tax on it, because they're cunts.
Shall we pull a question out?
Sure.
Shall we get on with the distraction?
Yes, sorry. Anyway. Upbeat, yay!
Hooroo.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
This show doesn't come out on a
Bunch of
Tuesday.
cunts.
I'd come out on a Tuesday.
I have to put you back in.
Can't afford it, mate.
Shove him up there. What would you say when you first step onto a new moon or planet, i.e. one small step? Do you know they're not actually sure what the end of that was? One small step for man.
One giant leap for mankind.
They think it's that. He doesn't remember what he said because he was too busy being on the moon.
I think what was proposed, or what he was meant to say, was it's one small step for a man,
Yes.
but it is a giant leap for mankind.
Yeah.
But I think it still works. I mean,
Still works. Still pretty good.
just saying that it's for him, a man, it's still man. It is this man. I think it's more poetic. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Yeah.
Than just saying, and I'm coming out my box, and I'm on the moon. It doesn't,
Step 1, step 2, and
moon.
And his trousers fall down.
And he all gets sucked out of the hole.
His bottom gets sucked out the hole. Off into space.
Into space he goes.
World's first
Cosmic enema?
what's just an anus just floating around in the abstract.
Andy Warhol?
Disembodied anus. Universal
Solar sphincter.
colon escapus. I don't. Okay, what?
No, that's fine.
No,
Liam just went off into his own little world.
he travelled
there.
up into space like an anus.
Mind floating like an anus on the event horizon.
Space bumhole. Don't overthink it.
I mean, solar sphincter I thought was quite good.
Yep.
But yeah, space bumhole.
Space bumhole. Yeah.
Help! How did I get here? I mean, there was the guy. I think you could have a lot of fun with it, because there was the guy who somehow smuggled a gorilla costume onto the ISS.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Dressed as on the International Space Station as a gorilla and burst out and scared the fuck out of everyone.
Of course.
Who are those people?
Where's your car, dude? We're going to do a 20-year-old movie callback.
Where's your car,
Where's
dude?
your car, dude?
Dude, where's my car?
Well, like, this isn't...
Liam's watched the Italian translation. Where's my car, dude?
Oh, they've moved the Aldi. Janet's mum used to live there. I don't know. Was in a car with my parents recently. That's where the funny man lived.
The funny man.
Yeah, pedophile.
Yeah. It's weird that
But we didn't have, back in the day, we didn't have ADHD or pedophiles or anything. We just had unflavoured food and were angry all the time. Anyway.
now we're just angry all the time with our unflavoured food.
Yeah.
Let's not fuck this one up.
Bagsy.
Dibs.
Yeah. I call shotgun. I want to ride at the front of the moon. Everyone else get on the cold side.
In the wonderful Don Bluth movie, Titan AE, he decides to call a planet Bob.
Lovely. Yeah.
So you could essentially dibs it, and and the first step has been taken on Liam's world. Terra Taylor.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice, huh?
Not so much terra firma as terra soft around the edges.
I think Terra Taylor rolls off the tongue a bit more.
Yeah, I do.
But oh, scary and tasty.
Waka waka. Nom.
Yeah, you could dibs it for yourself. I think dibs is good.
You could just go weird with it. Oh, that's a spicy meatball. My wife. Just unnecessary and dated.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, shagadelic, baby. And also not very good.
Is that your Austin Powers?
Shagadelic,
baby.
Yeah. Sounds a lot like Michael Caine.
It sounds like Sean Connery from Timu.
Yes, Timu Sean Connery. I think like dated and not very well performed movie quotes.
Okay, I would want it named. So I think I would like my first one. And a new era begins on Boob World.
Boob World is good because it's like a giant sphere or an oblate spheroid.
Well, it might be an oblate spheroid.
Where does oblate spheroid? Like, I know what an oblate spheroid is. Why do I know what an oblate spheroid is?
Stephen Fry on QI. When people say he said that the world isn't actually perfectly round, it's barely even round. It is an oblate spheroid.
Yes, okay, like a breast.
Its eye squishes in the middle, and if you like.
Yeah, so do I.
Something cool that I learnt from Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh yeah.
The tides go up and down. Mm-hmm. False. The tide stays in the same place, but the Earth spins
around. Yes.
So the high tide and the low tide are always there as a concept, and it's the world moving into it.
I suppose the problem with that is the same kind of dickhead that can't imagine the world being an oblate spheroid because you're on it and you can't see a curve.
He had visuals.
Yes.
He had a little computer graphic to assist it. I don't. I can just do this and this.
Also, it's audio for most people.
Yeah, so that's all you get in.
Yeah.
But Neil deGrasse Tyson said it, so you know that it's
I'll
true.
I'll buy that. I still sort of hurts my brain that so hang on, if that's true, then does that mean that the moon isn't controlling the tides? Because recently you insisted that was the case, and I was like, I know I've heard that, but I don't really believe it.
Well, hang on. My phone's on chat.
Don't worry about it. No, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Well, no, I think that the moon does have an effect on the tides.
Yes. But how can that be if the other thing...
I don't have a graphic. So he had the moon here. He had the moon in the top right of the screen.
Okay.
And the Earth more middle left of the screen.
Yeah.
And it showed the Earth rotating and the tides being sort of pulled out more than they are normally into space to show the effect of gravity of other solar bodies on our tides.
Wow.
So yes, the moon does have things to do with the tides, and it's the gravity that does it. And it is an oversimplification that makes it sound more fun as a fact that the tides are always up or down. Yeah. They do not change. It is things changing in relative state to them.
Yeah,
But
it's the Earth that's moving around the water. It's just that we don't perceive it because it's happening quite slowly and we're on it.
Sure.
Yeah. That's fun. What would I say if I landed on the moon? No, I won't ask for directions.
Okay. Good.
Thank you.
Let us pray that neither of us are the first ones to ever step foot on the moon.
There will have been an administrative error.
Yeah.
If it's one of us.
Someone fucked up.
Someone's made a mistake.
This was sent by Dan.
Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Dan.
What current world leader
Uh-oh.
would win in a Fortnite-style brawl? So Fortnite-style brawl. That's battle royale.
Battle
right?
Royale.
I don't imagine that they would be building things as quickly.
No, that seems unlikely.
Zooming around with toilet paper,
Yeah,
or
let's
whatever
just-
happens on Fortnite now.
Let's just say the Battle Royale format is like well-trodden path, like Apex Legends does the same thing. You pop everyone sort of starts in a somewhat random location and the battlefield slowly shrinks.
PlayerUnknown Battleground,
PUBG, exactly, yes.
the movie Battle Royale,
yes.
or the teen adaptation, The Hunger Games.
Yes, of course. So I suppose what are the world leaders? I don't know all of the world leaders. I know some of them.
So there's Trump.
Sure. Well, is he really in charge, Ben?
He's the POTUS. He's the potato-us.
The potato.
He's the potatoes.
Potatoes. We got Putin. We got
Kim Jong.
We got Kim Jong. We got Starmer. Who else do we know?
Got
about?
the handsome Canadian man.
Is Narendra well, no, he's gone. It's the new handsome Canadian man whose name Trudeau's gone.
Oh,
He went.
okay.
It's now a guy.
I did think he looked different.
Yeah, that is a different person.
Canada's quiet. It's nice when countries are quiet and you don't hear much from them because it means that they're not doing mental shit. Or at least they're keeping their mental shit sorted to themselves.
I think how much we know of these leaders, how
Netanyahu's there.
Netanyahu. Is Narendra Modi still in charge of India? Come on, Ben. This is a Ben question.
Is it? I don't think it is. I've not been there.
Let's say it's Narendra Modi.
Sure.
I'm stumbling through his name. Zelensky. Good God, who else is there? Those are the leaders that I know of. I can't remember any of the other European leaders at this moment. Oh, who's in charge of France?
No,
This is
they've
why
just
they-
had a new election and I can't remember.
Have they? Isn't that Germany that had a new election?
Someone did.
Oh my God.
I tried to avoid the news. It's mainly screaming.
It's sort of not our business anymore, Europe. We kind of voted out, didn't we?
I mean, well, no, it's just that America being on fire
Has drawn attention a
really
little bit.
fills up my... I get my news... Unless I actively go and watch the news, it's that one line on YouTube and it's on the hour for about 3 minutes when I listen to Heart Radio in the mornings.
Oh God, yeah, okay. I mean, that's quite a few people. I think
That's enough to get on with.
That's enough to get on with. I think whether or not we've heard of them recently is an indicator of how well they will perform. It sort of has to be in order for this to work as a question. I mean, let's get the big ones out of the way. Like Trump isn't a threat as a standalone person. It's the infrastructure. It's the MAGA infrastructure around Trump that's dangerous.
Trump and Kim are going almost immediately.
Yeah. Putin's going to talk a big game.
I think Putin will hang on for a little bit longer than you might expect, but
Just through force of will.
but nowhere near as much as he thinks he would.
Because I think the thing about him is he talks a big game, but he is poorly equipped. He doesn't have he thinks he's like ninjutsu and shit, but he's just a puddle of human sick.
I mean, he's quite old now as well, isn't he?
He's getting on.
How old is he?
I don't know.
He's-
because they keep injecting with new stem cells, don't they? So bits of him are 5.
Bits of them were installed last Tuesday week.
He's got the kidney of an 8-year-old. who he just keeps in a
Several
drawer.
in a cool box.
Yes, he just keeps them in a drawer and occasionally hacks
I
a
reckon
bit
he'd
off.
go pretty quick.
I think pretty quick because I think he would think he's going to perform really well, charge
I think he'd
headlong
go
into a
straight in.
situation, and just get decapitated by Narendra Modi.
Enough people would go for Trump and Kim. Just
Everyone's just immediately like
just
truce
boom.
until they're all
That's
dead.
a problem sorted.
Yes.
Now.
And then they close the arena, and we're like, we can get on with the real business now.
What did Starmer do?
What did
Well,
Starmer do?
his dad was a tool maker, as we all know. So perhaps if he could get away, he could try and fashion some sort of device.
He was a lawyer.
He was a lawyer.
So there are some interesting background factors that might come into play. Keir Starmer's background is law. Narendra Modi, I think there's a great deal of corruption that happens in India. So I think there's a high likelihood that they just happen to have a bazooka in the building he lands in.
Oh, I feel that's pushing it.
It is. That's exactly the kind of thing he would do.
Okay, so you think that's...
I think he would do some dodgy shit to give himself much better odds. He would be like an Unreal Tournament where you accidentally spawn next to the Redeemer. Now that is niche.
Okay.
That is niche. You are welcome.
I'll take your word for that being niche. I think Zelensky would probably... He'd last a bit longer.
I think he would do quite well because he seems to be doing quite well in general.
I know he was a comedian.
He was a comedian.
Did he also do some action films, or does he just look like an action hero?
I think he just looks like Van Damme.
Okay. Because I know that he's done some movies, so maybe he's got some stunt work under his belt.
You're not thinking of propaganda films, are you? Because that's not quite...
No, I'm talking about the things that are like on Netflix and stuff.
Oh, shit.
The actual...
Does he wear that lovely tactical turtleneck?
Tactical turtleneck. Oh, I hope he does. I mean, I don't have Netflix anymore. I was giving too much money to people.
Trump would get killed because he's not wearing any tactical...
No, idiot turned up in a suit.
Turned up in a fucking suit to the Battle Royale, you dickhead.
Where are my guys? Where are my guys? Full.
It's pronounced Maggers.
Who else have we got? Canadian chap.
Not Trudeau. It's the guy. He used to be in charge of Bank of England or one of the big finance things here. And I remember at the time there was furore because why are we having a foreigner in charge of our money? And now Canadians are like, why is this British banker in charge of our money?
I think he'd do quite well because he's quite young. He looks quite young.
He's quite young
compared to
everyone else. And I think he would probably do the thing in Battle Royales where you sort of stay out of it until you absolutely have to do something. I think Keir Starmer might do a similar thing in terms of just trying to avoid taking any action.
But he'll probably run into something and get chopped.
What would Netanyahu do? He would find some civilians to kill who were not taking part. They were not taking part in the conflict, and yet somehow. But I don't think he really has any... I think all of the people that are ostensibly on his side in an environment like that would be like...
No, hopefully he will die whimpering in a pool of his own piss.
Yes. Well, ideally someone else's piss as well.
We can mix and match. Everyone piss on
everyone gets some piss. I would hopefully think that Trump, Putin and Netanyahu would just... Everyone else would be like, right, let's deal with these guys. And then... I think it's going to come down to Narendra Modi in full body armour and a halberd with a stick of dynamite on the end. Because the thing about that is...
Nothing matches because it's all for stats and not for looks.
Yes. And it doesn't... The great thing about that weapon is he'll cut your arm off, but he will also cauterise the wound and you'll explode. That's the great thing about the explosive halberd.
I don't think cauterising the wound is going to help when the wound is most of what makes up your body.
When it's all wound, it doesn't matter if you're cauterised. No, you're right. I think he would be... I'd put the money on him. Okay. Because he's paid off enough people. He's probably... Even if he dies, I think he's paid off the people keeping tabs. Like, so the scorecard, he'd be dead, but he would still be winning.
Okay, there you go. That was weirder than I thought it was going to be.
Dan.
There you are.
Narendra Modi. I'm looking forward to doing the video for this where I will learn how to spell and pronounce Narendra Modi.
I feel like I'm going to stop saying politicians' names because I'm quite sure I said them wrong.
Which
like
one?
3 times.
Trudeau, the guy that isn't there anymore?
Is it Zelensky?
Zelensky, yeah.
Right.
Sometimes his name is spelt with 2 Y's.
That starts with a Z.
No, at the end.
Zelensky.
Good Zelensky.
That's when you act like Zelensky.
Oh, Zelensky-like,
Is
yes.
Zelensky.
But they'll change the way we have to pronounce Kiev again.
Why?
Because it's Kiev, not Kiev.
Right.
I've never ordered a chicken Kiev.
People come into the pub that I drink in and they seem to actively try to not pronounce the beer names proper because...
Brilliant.
Excuse me. Krombacher.
Krombacher, lovely.
Krombacher. Krombacher.
Yes, it's like kombucha, but it's boozy.
It's a foreign word, and I know that they're scary, but you can do this.
Do you know what lager I miss? This is a tangent. I miss Lowenbrau. Do you have Lowenbrau?
No, I prefer my lagers to be more highbrow.
Fuck you. Lowenbrau was on tap in the... the pub that was in the bit between Fitzroy Street and Midsummer Common. And now it's...
Radicant.
No, the other bit. Fitzroy Street, where like the Grafton is, you head into town from the Grafton, you go right, not the tram, and then Midsummer Commons at the end.
Fort St George.
No.
Hang on.
It was owned by the people that owned the Portland. We'll edit this out.
Hang on. Say the instructions again.
You're in the Grafton Centre, Ben.
Yep.
You're walking from the Grafton Centre towards the centre of town.
Yep.
But...
Hotbine.
The Hotbine. Thank you, Ben.
Sorry, I went down... I always get Burley Street and Fitzroy Street confused, so I went the wrong way.
You did. You absolutely did. Yeah, the Hotbine used to have Lowenbrau on tap, and it had like a really bright blue label. And it's just a very nice, drinkable lager, and I miss it. I'm not going to do anything about it. I also miss Dab, the Dortmunder we used to have in Oddbins. I'm not sure why Oddbins closed down, but we used to close up the shop and then we would take cigars out of the rack, Dab out of the fridge, and play Magic the Gathering.
I think it's because you drank it.
I didn't do shit. I did what I was told because I was 19.
Let's drink this, smoke that, and
Yeah.
pop your magic cards on the table, boy.
Zip. Anyway, speaking of zip, I have 2 tarts to choose from, one of which I can't spell.
But first...
That is how I operate, but first.
But first.
However. But first, tonic wine.
Where do you live on the internet, Liam?
I try not to live on the internet, but I upload stuff as LT Guitarist. And maybe next time we'll talk about Sad Little Island. We'll fucking get there.
Yeah.
It's fine. This is called promo. We're promoting it.
I think it's called idiocy.
Could be.
Stupid.
I do music and stuff, and some of it's good, right? LT Guitarist. Ben.
Spike Pearson on Instagram, Pierson. If you've looked at that, you know what Sad Little Island is. You know what other things I'm doing. You can find out there if you don't, or you can wait until watch the next episode with your ears, not your eyes. Unless you're on YouTube, in which case, like it, subscribe. Go onto Instagram, that's Dumb T-shirts, and buy some dumb T-shirts. So I will have your money, and you will have a T-shirt that says "That's dumb." It really annoys English teachers because there's not an apostrophe, because I didn't think it would look good. It didn't look good.
I'm pushing for a series, and then the one that I want to push today is "That's Commerce."
Follow us on the Instagram, on the TikTok, on... What else? YouTube.
Yeah, Convey Hat Podcast.
Give us money on patreon.com/conversation hat.
And visit that'scommercet-shirts.gov.
Don't do that.
Do it.
I don't have that.
Ben doesn't have that.
I don't have that yet.
Free market, buddy. It's mine.
Whatever you do, don't go and listen to Blue Alatar's new stuff.
Hey, that's good.
So pain in the ears.
It is a pain in the ears. And all of the streaming platforms are basically evil. I'm sick of people going, oh, Spotify's evil. They're all fucking evil.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. I have 2 titles.
Buy merch. Go on.
Break It Down Now, Worms.
Nice.
And Solar Sphincter.
Break it down now, Worms.
I'm going to need help with spelling sphincter. Because this is definitely not it.
Yes. I feel like it's got a Y in there.
I feel like it has a PH in there.
SYPHINKTER.
No, that's the alphabet bit. Wow.
There you go.
Sphincter.
Sphincter.
I barely know her.
barely know her. Oh,
Sphincter. I barely fucked him in the ass.
just the bumhole.
Just the bum hole. With everything going
Well,
on.
this is getting cut out.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on, keep going then.
Nah, fizzle out. Fizzle.
Like a sparkler in a bucket of piss.
Like
Fizzle, fizzle, horrid smell.
Like a pistler in a bucket of fizz. Meaty.